Yeah.
Third eye wide open.
You know, shit changing now slowly, like I'm observing the world, seeing the energy I'm attracting to myself. You know, sometimes you just start to think. Fly with me. Yeah. Fly above and beyond. Fly above and beyond. Steady finding my purpose. They wish I was gonna put my heart in this shit. Now they singing my songs. Man, I knew all along. Kinda knew all along, cause the feeling was robbing. They said I was wrong. Put that pen to the paper. My lyrics got strong. Man, my lyrics got strong. Now it's combos by money and labels. And what situation I'm going, who putting me on? Who putting me on? This music created, illuminated. Still I praise to the guys by the moves I'm making. Feel the vibes of a nigga who truly hating. Told the kings that this life is a marathon. Came from Nipsey just giving the education. Built the business, a king going out for mine. Mixed the berries and juices with alkaline. Told my daughters they came from a king. That their features is sent from the heaven. The blessings will make you a queen. Just look in the mirror, you seeing your father, the DNA, all of your genes. Still been fighting the system with all of the wisdom, but what does it mean? Still been fighting the system with all of the wisdom, but what does it mean? Still be smelling the freedom and feeling the love, but it's all of my dreams. Still be feeling the freedom, but feeling the love, but it's all of my dreams. It's all of my dreams. We living in crucial times, but most of these fools are blind. It's slow, but I feel the time. Know when they see my eyes, I'm still holding my head up, still holding my head up. I know they can't see me cry. I'm still holding my head up, still holding my head up. I know they can't see me cry. We living in crucial times, but most of these fools are blind. It's slow, but I feel the time. Know when they see my eyes, I'm still holding my head up, still holding my head up. I know they can't see me cry. I'm still holding my head up, still holding my head up. I know they can't see me cry.
It ain't no cap in my rap. I put 40 of them in the rental and took that back to North Cackalack. So put me over, took a nigga out and they found the 8 racks in the back. But they ain't getting none of that. Shorty know to play a role. Follow my lead and relax. Lawyer get rid of the case, but I gotta get rid of the snakes. Now they know to stay up on my lake, cause I'm ready, Freddy like I'm Jason. Running to the money I've been chasing, but I never made it to a chase. Man, fuck this shit, man. This dope game ain't it. I went legal when I got back to writing. I wrote a couple records, made them exciting. They show me love, but I'm not feeling the slightest bit of what they showing. It's not in my sight. Sit back and smoke and start to wonder why I can't find a key that leads to the sky. No more peddling to work, now I pedal to work. I just wanna sit back and get high.
We living in crucial times, but most of these fools are blind. It's slow, but I feel the time. Know when they see my eyes, I'm still holding my head up, still holding my head up. I know they can't see me cry. I'm still holding my head up, still holding my head up. I know they can't see me cry. We living in crucial time, but most of these fools are blind. It's slow, but I feel the time. Know when they see my eyes, I'm still holding my head up, still holding my head up. I know they can't see me cry. I'm still holding my head up, still holding my head up. I know they can't see me cry. I was just a kid, seeing a lot of different things growing up. Moms are struggling, pops are struggling, like same shit. Me and all my friends just going through that shit. Some of my friends even had it worse. But we all just kind of blended in and we came out. I said everybody warriors, kings and queens, survivors. Guard your heart. Gotta move your pivot, every move is costly, dusty souls. Remnants of pain, just keep the devil off me, tell you words. Manipulate your soul, you hear the whisper softly, they on point. You know what come with fame when they feeling salty. Wasn't fearing, just staring, I was filled with hope. We paddled fast and we could swim, we saw the whales was close. I took my pen, I wrote my pain, the only way to cope. I rode my wave and paved the way, they tried to sell my boat. Vernon was my birthplace, Buffalo my second home. Playing ball with Celtics, it was fate the way I met with Rome. Give me my first 8-ball, that's the fucking way we set the tone. Isolated, focus on my hustle, couldn't call my phone. Many lessons on this journey I can't say on wax. I traveled lands and ran through women, then I ran through packs. And that's the reason y'all can resonate, this shit is facts. To my survivors in the jungle, gotta tip my hat.
Walking through the fire of greatness, you see my soul bleed.
Learning about the power of prayer, sitting on both knees.
Walking through the fire of greatness until my soul leave.
I grew used to the pain, niggas got cold feet.
Walking through the fire.
White X 7-1.
Walking through the fire of greatness, you see my soul bleed.
The truth follow me, I lied to myself in the mist. It's soul robbery, ignorant bliss. Dirty piss, tell me, is this life really a gift? You spend the night with bad memory trips. It's so malicious within every risk. We came from the city where hate is born. Cold hearts never invest, can't weather us through the storm and regret. I saw less with my ears open to comprehend the lost souls that wasn't my friends. Beginning to end of the clear thoughts and common sense. I studied revenge, but demons soon came to repent. My soul always win, molded from prints in my fingertips. My team legit, I caught a glimpse of the future, but seen the shit. I pray to God protect my soul, my body numb. Detox my lungs when stress is coming to me by the bunch. Separate the needs at once, gotta prioritize. Never forced to lie, truth be told, niggas mortified. It's why I am.
Walking through the fire of greatness, you see my soul bleed.
Learning about the power of prayer, sitting on both knees.
Walking through the fire of greatness until my soul leave.
I grew used to the pain, niggas got cold feet.
Walking through the fire. Walking through the fire of greatness, you see my soul bleed.
What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all, man? I had something on my heart today. You know, usually I come up here, you know, I always got some shit to say. You know what I mean? Smoke the rest of this little clip real quick. But I got something on my heart that's going to be real universal today. I think this is something that we need to hear. You know, I'm not going to go as far as saying I'm the only one who's thinking this, you know, but I want to talk about working together. Right? I'm gonna give y'all a little game on my system, right? And mind you, I wanted to wait because who the fuck do I think I am, right? Like, what system? You know, I'm an up-and-coming artist. I want to get that. I want to make that very clear. You know, I'm an up-and-coming independent artist, and I take pride in that. You know, I don't get beside myself. You know, I don't get Hollywood. You know, but I am a little bit more mature, and I've matured because the conversations that I'm having behind the scenes are, you know, clearing out my path. Right now, it's not about, oh, I'm gonna make it, somebody's about to sign me, things like that. It's more so within my own circle, you know what I'm saying, of creating my own business. I think that's one of the hardest things to do, is to create something lucrative for yourself and others. So while I'm building my brand as an artist, I'm thinking about the people next to me and how can they win when they're next to me. You know, that's really big for me. I feel like, you know, a lot of artists, you worry about yourself too much. Me, my show, my brand, my shirt, my music. I'm better than everybody. Me. And then you don't leave no room for support because you don't support anybody else. If you want support, you're going to have to support others. You got to go to people's shows. You got to go to studio sessions that don't involve you. You can't cook up on every song. You got to understand the music rhythm. There's a rhythm to this. And I figured it out. It took me about all the way up to this point, 6-7 years of me diving into the music. I figured out my own rhythm, and everybody has a rhythm in this. What makes the machine go round is creating a demand. It's very interesting that, you know, a lot of artists and people back home don't really understand, you know, how far along I am in music. Because I'm not mainstream. You know, I'm not mainstream. And, you know, this is an era where people feel like if you're not showing it every day, you know, you're not doing it. But I'm a little bit older, right? And I understand, you know, especially from my circle, we speak about impact. There's a lot of people cooking up every day. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people going to the studio every day. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people who call my phone like, yo, listen to this song. This shit is fire. But sometimes I can't get these people to come perform and go on the road. If you go on the road, you're going to find your fan base. That's the point of me asking people to come on the road with me. That's the point of me telling people come to my shows. If you're a friend of mine and I tell you to come to my show, I don't want you to come watch me, nigga. Come network. It's mad dope people at my shows. That's why my confidence is building, because I'm seeing my fan base. I'm seeing it could be 20, 10, 5, 3. It doesn't matter because I don't look at nobody else's movement to make myself feel bad. I'm very proud of myself. I've come a long way in 6, 7 years. My boy Jay Colwell, my brother, let me record in his studio for free so I could find my sound. I didn't really understand how big that was. Meaning, like, sometimes when you do get in music, you are a little entitled because you don't know no better. You getting in, I'm nice. And I'm not even knowing that he knows, because that's why he was doing it for me, because he believed in me. But sometimes, you know, as an artist, if you don't understand proper artist etiquette, you could burn bridges not even knowing the shit. Just because you just think you're a little bit bigger than who you are. Because you got a couple fans and, you know, a couple family members tell you that you're nice and people start feeling. So now this goes into character. A lot of reasons why a lot of people didn't make it in music was character. It had nothing to do with the music. I was behind the scenes for a lot of years. I studied a lot of artists. I had a lot of like time to just be behind the scenes. I watched some artists in positions where they was too arrogant. Certain labels told them to adjust and they wouldn't do it. So they didn't understand that, yo, you're a black artist. There's a lot of black artists out here. Black is beautiful. You're competing against usually, you know, somebody who look like you, who's powerful, melanated, come from the trauma, come from the struggle. Nowadays, music is like going to a grocery store. You can go to a grocery store and there's mad different type of canned goods. What is going to make you stand out? What, telling everybody that you make the best music and you got, nobody give a fuck about that shit. People care about artists who are active. Nobody cares about how good you want to. If you haven't created a demand, you're gonna have to put your head down and you're gonna have to deal with not being validated. You're gonna have to deal with people not looking at you for a little bit and cook your music up and stash your music, get your video stacked up and set your run up so you can get people back on you so you can create a demand. And then from there, you're gonna have to work a little bit extra hard because now you got the eyes on you. Now, this is why I work so hard. People be like, yo, you do a lot of projects. Yeah, because I'm 38 years old and I'm an up and coming artist. And I ain't been making music for that long. The fuck I think I am? I'm dropping and smoking niggas. All these niggas who was making music before me, whose nose is stuck up because, well, I've been doing this for. I smoked them niggas. Them niggas is struggling now. They struggling. Bad attitudes, ego, don't want to listen. Even in this position that they in, where they have no demand, they still be, they nose up. And I'm out here selling vinyls and CDs. These niggas ain't making no money with their music, and they still come around me. And I still try to even give them the grace because I understand, you know, experience and I pay homage. You know what I'm saying? But they overdo it. They take it like, it's like, nigga, I'm lit right now, nigga. I'm moving and grooving, performing and traveling. Now, that doesn't mean I'm better than you. It doesn't mean I think I'm better than you. It just means like, shut the fuck up and listen. I'm doing something right. Niggas know I went to college. Your niggas know I played in the NFL. Shut the fuck up and listen to me sometime. When I come home with this music knowledge and y'all know I've been on the road and you've been home doing nothing, shut the fuck up and listen. And this is why I can't deal with some of you niggas. Because y'all don't listen. So you think I work this hard, go on the road, rub shoulders with people, my good character, my good name, and make all this music I'm making to let your stupid ass get next to me and fuck up everything I'm doing because you a grown dummy? And then be mad at me when I separate. We grown now. It's about being mature now. That's all I ask from my friends. Maturity. We got kids. Let's take care of our kids together. Let's get some money together. Let's travel maturely. I don't be around niggas who just be chasing mad women and shit like that. I attract so many women. I have to like, I hold it. That's why I don't even be up here with my shirt off and do none of that dumb shit, bro. This is an era of mad single woman. If you're a handsome guy, you got a good vibe, you should probably be able to attract some. They out here. You know what I'm saying? It's just about maturing, bro. I had to mature. If I don't mature, I fuck up everything for a lot of my friends. Some of my friends have skills and talents and they're working hard jobs. I don't want them working no more. So if that's how I personally feel, then I have to create something for them. That's the pressure I'm putting on myself because none of my friends are asking me for this. All my friends that really love me, they all support me. But what type of person are you? See, I'm not in this for no fame, and I'm not in this for no my green screen that came down. I'm not in this for no fame, and I'm not in this for all that shit. I'm in this shit to create. I'm in this shit. Yeah. Gotta do a little doctorate. Yeah. See how it work? I don't mind showing y'all the real because I taught all y'all about this green screen shit anyway. Ah, fuck. See the devil, it's the devil. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Let me fix this shit. Devil working on me. You know, you try to get wild serious. I'm back. Oh shit. It's the devil, I'm telling you. It's the devil. Telling you, man, the devil. A nigga don't want me getting this message across because that's where the world is at right now. Full of hatred. But anyway, I'm back. So like I was saying, yo, this shit is really about creating. This is an era of creating for people. So what's happening is a lot of you artists who are selfish, you're struggling. You're struggling because you're not resonating to people, and you're not going to resonate to people because it's like, you know, it's about energy. I'm passing a lot of you from an energy standpoint. It has nothing to do with music, right? We're not even going to talk about music. My energy is stronger than some of you because some of you aren't genuine. So during the era where people were able to get over on people and it's about capitalism and all that shit, a lot of you flourished. You know, that was your era. You know what I'm saying? Like cutting throats and business is business. Y'all niggas was eating. Now this is the era of actually really being creative and actually being who you really are. Vibration is winning now. Now people's vibrations is raising, people becoming smarter. You know, the music is starting to change. The drill music is on its way out. You know, a lot of you niggas who's my age who are rapping kind of like little kids immaturely, trying to keep up with the young ones. Y'all niggas about to be weaned out. You know what I'm saying? So now it's about, this is why I've been growing at the perfect time. This is why it wasn't meant for me to be on a couple years ago. You know, I'm still growing. I'm still figuring it out. But my time is going to come. And when my time comes, y'all know I'm a football player. I'm a football-oriented dude who's won a lot of championships. And I've never won no championship by myself. Y'all may hear, oh, yeah, Warren was nice. Yeah, Warren, yeah, you're going to get some type of glory. But at the end of the day, it really comes down to working together, bro. The barter system. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand about the barter system, if you don't understand about the barter system, you're going to lose. So I'll break it down for you, right? Because a lot of y'all be in rooms and be like just stuck on stupid. So you'll have a dude who is a videographer and he charges $1,500. Nothing wrong with that. Business is business. So then you'll have an artist in there, he charges $1,000 for a verse. And then you have a beat maker in there and they charge, you know, anywhere between $500 to $1,000 a beat. And then all y'all dummies are be in a room with ego, arguing about who you did what for what, not working together to create anything tangible, and then we'll sit around and not work because y'all all want to get paid. If you are in a room and you have to beg to be paid, then that means you don't have a demand. You didn't create a demand. Like, y'all don't see me begging for verses no more. You want to know why? Because I have a demand. You know what I'm saying? I have a demand. I charge $500 a verse. So guess what? I've been doing verses all week. That's why I haven't been able to do, I haven't been able to lock in and do a lot of the podcasts because I really wanted to give my all because my situation is growing. So it feels good. I ain't gonna hold you because, you know, you be having bills and things like that. And, you know, throughout the week, I'm able to sell t-shirts. My brother got my website going for me. You know, we getting that rolling. So this is the beginning stages of something that's going to be beautiful. I know it's going to be beautiful because it's written out on my vision board, and I'm executing small things. One of the biggest things I stopped doing is speaking before things happen. So one of the things I know that used to bug a lot of my friends is I'll call my boy F-Lab and I'll have him on the phone for an hour, and I'm gonna do what you call speaking and manifest. So speaking and manifest is speaking beautiful things, and you mean well, and your intent is well, but then I just stray off. I don't stay focused on a task. And what it is like you get people who align with you because they believe in what you're doing, because what you said really makes sense. But then it's just about the execution point. So a lot of times in life, I wasn't executing all the time. I was just all over the place. I was having those same conversations I was having with him with 2 or 3 other people, which was, what do you call it? Weighing yourself too thin is what I want to call it, right? Weighing yourself too thin. So I was doing linking a lot of beautiful people, but there was no execution there because I wasn't creating it. So I had to learn from that, right? And this is why I love this is why you're not going to grow if you have yes men around you. Because if my brother F-Lab was a yes man, he would have never told me like, yo, don't call my phone no more and don't bother me about music until you get your shit together. But I love you. You know, you're my brother. I love you to death. You know, I'm here for you in life. But like, but musically, business-wise, don't bother me until you get like a business proposal in. This is how my friends talk to me. This is why some of y'all may not like me now, is because I'm straightforward with y'all like that. My friends are real, bro. My friends will call me like, yo, when's the last time you spoke to your daughter? That's straight like we don't want to be like, just try. We don't judge about finances, nothing. Just try. Like, you may be going through some shit. We just want to make sure you fucking trying and you not getting off your pivot. And if you need a little extra help, you know, we therapists for each other. You know, me and my friends, we talk about it all. Me and my tribe. You could trust me with your deepest, darkest secrets. I don't give a fuck if you clap at me. I'll never tell nobody. I'm one of those people. I don't do things to intentionally hurt people. And then sometimes because I'm a Pisces, I could deal with a lot of shit. I have a high pain tolerance, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So like sometimes people don't harm me and did things to me, and I could have, you know, maybe, you know, crushed them. But I wouldn't even want them to do it because some way, shape, or form, I have empathy for damaged people because I'm damaged a bit. You know, even though I've been healing and I've made a lot of strides, I'd be sitting here fucking lying to y'all if I could sit here with my nose up and act like ain't nothing wrong with me and shit. Like I'm healing. You know what I'm saying? I'm healing, and it takes one to know one. So that's why I've been so transparent with the men and the women, right? Because I realized, okay, you know what? I have a responsibility. You know, I'm on Facebook. I joke around a lot. You know, I'm very opinionated, and many people do trust in my opinions. So now it's like, okay, well, what do you do with that? You know, do you sit up there? Do you want to be immature? Do you want to troll all day? Do you want to make your page a mockery? Do you want to joke around? Or do you want to mature yourself as a speaker and as a teacher, right? A minor teacher, right? I think we're all teachers in some way, shape, or form, because we all have information that we all don't have. You know what I mean? Nobody knows everything, but, you know, somebody knows something. So that's kind of the self-reflection I've been doing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just kind of trying to figure out, you know, ways to just incorporate my friends, you know, and it's not like, and these are people who've proven to me through action. See, the way I work is like, I go by how people make me feel. You know, I go by how people make me feel, really. You know, there's some people I've met in 2 days and they're just solid. And if I had a big yacht and Noah came to me and told me to make a yacht and put, they will make it because just off energy purpose. And there's people I've known for like 30 years that unfortunately they wouldn't make it. You know, they just had more time to, you know what I mean? It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So I only go by how people make me feel. You know what I'm saying? And things of that nature. Let me see. My boy, the personality is what people buying into now. Everybody got music. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And you know, so funny. I've kind of always known that. I remember when I was doing a lot of live feeds, and people used to be like, yo, all you do is go live, and you know what I'm saying? Like da 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 da. And I was just like, well, the reason why my music is selling and some of you guys' music is not is because my personality is better than some of you guys. Or at least I showed my personality a little bit more. If you listen to my music is very vulnerable. I'm very transparent in my music. So I allow a lot of room for people to align with me. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to how I perform, you know what I'm saying? I rap into the mic. My voice is an instrument. I have a deep voice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to move people with it. And these are things that I'm just observing, not even my personal feelings or me trying to toot my own horn. This is just me, what I'm seeing from my eyelids. I see people when I travel get mad at me like, yo, why are you not on? You know, because they don't really know no better. They don't really understand like being an independent artist is kind of like being on. You go as far as you can push yourself. So a lot of times they're like, man, why I don't see you? And that makes me feel good because, you know, what I did was I have a big catalog, right? I have a really big catalog. And the reason why I created a big catalog is because I want new fans to stay on my page. So when you do discover me, right, as I continue marketing and getting better with certain aspects of everything, you're going to always know that I drop a lot of music. I'm very consistent dropping music. And the reason why is for a couple of different reasons. But one of the main reasons is because I just understand that this is an age of information and people have ADD and people will move on from you. So I don't have to make songs every day. It's just certain days, you know, I may make 3 or 4 songs in one day. You know, I may have to work a little extra hard on the weekend. And then I stack my songs to where when I do want to take some time off, I have so much songs that are mixed and mastered and ready to be dropped that I could just be on people's necks. Like this whole year, y'all going to see me consistently dropping content, videos, music, traveling with my kids. I'm saying with my kids. Let me fix this one. I got the trick for this now. Got the trick. I figured it out, y'all. Ha. I can have no more problems. You ain't gonna fool me once or twice. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. There we go. You know what I mean? So like, you know, Pisces, we observe things before we get into things. And before I even got into music, I was studying this shit for years. I always wanted to be an artist, but I always wanted to be a conscious artist. I always wanted to express myself. So, and I knew eventually the time was going to come. So I always kind of worked on my little pen here and there. I just wasn't recording music and I wasn't really being active because I was in the industry since I was 18. So I got manipulated. I've been in the industry now. I ain't get done like, you know, like how these other, like like what's going on. But as far as like, it's a lot of cougars. So I always dated older women. So what I learned really early on in the music industry was it was a lot of damaged men and women who came in young and naive to where they started doing people dirty. You know, it's a trickle down effect. You know, all these people were once victims. R. Kelly was a victim first, you know. All these people that you see doing certain things who may have got caught out there doing certain things, they all were victims first. And it's a trickle down effect in the industry. And that's what made me stay away from it because I was meeting all these older women who had money. You know, they would get around me with ego. They would try to make me bow down to them. And then once I would knock them down, you know, have sex with them, they would just stalk me, bro. Millionaires, women with way more than me. That's how I knew that money don't mean shit because I know that when somebody craves your energy, that's something money can't buy. Yeah, you got millions, but you ain't gonna meet a nigga like me. Little young, I'm like 24 at the time. I'm getting ready to go in the NFL, tip-top shape, braids down on my neck. I got my own crib, car, handsome personality off the fucking meter. Where you gonna find that at? You like 42 years old, divorced. The only thing you keep telling niggas is that you got the bag and what college you went to. I mean, that shit runs its course, man, with some men. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of, I guess, high value women is what you want to call them. Some of them are really struggling a little bit because it's just their attitudes. They think that men are, you know, they make up whatever. Because when you don't want to take accountability, and I'm talking about some women, this is not a generalization. I don't want my ladies getting on me, but ladies, y'all got to help your friends out. When you see somebody who lives through the surface, how could you expect to align with anything in the spiritual? So a lot of times, like when a person doesn't want to be accountable, they become delusional because they're not looking at things for what it is. They refuse accountability. So you could be a woman who's very difficult and damaged and you never healed, right? So then you meet a guy who's not damaged. And you meet a guy who's just a little laid back and he was raised off love and he got his own. And you just trying to manipulate him. I've met women who have tried to from the first day they came in, they tested me and was trying to manipulate me. And I knew it. We don't do well. And then what they'll do is they try to guilt trip you. Oh, nigga, you broke. You just ain't getting to, like, if you're a weak-minded dude and you allow demons to get into your head, those type of women are what you call Jezebels, bro. A lot of them are on their last leg. They've been done dirty. They've done men dirty. They're in the same cycle. Club, lush, drink. Dudes be laying them down, leaving them. Nobody want to stay with them. So now when they meet something pure, they meet something good, they don't know what to do with it. And once you give them a little piece and you dip off, they be on you, bro. They can't, and they get real frustrated because they got money. That's what really makes them upset. They did everything that America said that you're supposed to do right. They went and got a bag, they got a nice job, but sometimes it's like, sometimes men just want sensuality. You know how many women I met, bro, when I was in college, especially when I was at the University of Pittsburgh? I mean, all these high-value women who couldn't arch their back. Sex was whack. They couldn't even please me. I was pleasing them because I'm young. I'm in shape. My body's damn near, I'm like a model when I was in college. They getting more from me, but want to tell me that they're the prize. Now, some women are the prize, just not all women. The same way, and I'm sure young ladies, y'all feel the same way about men. Some women, they attach to y'all. There's some good women out here, bro. Get into a bag, sensual, feminine, doing their thing. And there's other women who ain't so good, and they're watching them on the internet and taking on their mannerisms and acting like they're them. Yeah, sis, I see you. Yeah, do your thing. Whole time they in a whole miserable fucking realm of hate and pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be knowing. And that's only some. That's why I don't generalize, because I'm not here trying to bash the ladies. I'm only just speaking about certain percentage that I've encountered, I've seen, and I've observed that I know that exists. And it's a strong percentage that it's really doing a lot of damage to a lot of men. No different than womanizers, ladies, right? I was a womanizer at one point to those type of women. I used to meet older women who were manipulative and lying to me. So when I was 20, 21, I was straight. All right. Yeah, give me my PS5. Yeah, all that. I was doing my thing. You know what I mean? I was spoiled because for some reason I always used to wonder, like, why are you 38? Like, why you can't find a man your age? That shit used to always be in the back of my mind. Like, how I just meet you in a bar? You know I'm mad young. And like, but you really on my level, because I was always like fake mature. I was immature in some ways, but I was mature in others. So I was mature in all the like naughty ways, I guess, because you know how it is. Niggas jumped off the porch early. So I guess when I would meet them older women, remember some older people have little kid minds still. And what I realized is control. I would meet these older women who wanted to be in control, because see, by them having a bag, if they mess with a man who has a bag, that nigga want less stress. When all my rich friends, they want less stress. They're either looking for a real feminine, submissive young lady, or they're trying to get rid of the one that they got that's combative. She don't fit. She's not part of the plan. It's too combative. You got to go. You know what I mean? All that combative shit is just not, when men get to a certain point where they work their asses off, because women, y'all object us to money, right? So, well, all right. Well, since it's all about money now what's happening is now men getting money and they want 5 women now. You know what I'm saying? They want 10 women now, because y'all put so much pressure on men to get to a certain point. It's like, well, what makes you think I want to get rich and just take care of you when I can have 5 now? I got friends who are millionaires that could just fly a woman in. Now, I'm not saying that's the way to go. I wouldn't go that way, because I understand spiritual and sexual demons and things of that nature. But I'm speaking about the regular surface world, which is like 80% of everybody. Most people don't even want to work on themselves. They don't want to heal. They don't want to cry. So I already know why the world's kind of like going to still stay the same until people start loving. You got to love. Like, it's that simple. Like, love is the ultimate healing power, bro. And you have to find ways to love, either going from the inside out, from the outside in. inside out is loving yourself first, really loving yourself, not putting so much pressure on yourself, not trying to succumb to these westernized standards, just loving yourself for who you are, your flaws and all, and just trying to be a better you as best as you can. But applying yourself. See, this is the thing. It's not about being perfect. It's not even about that. It's just really applying yourself. I think like what I learned on my journey is that when I just applied myself to try to be a better person and people saw me consistently doing that thing, it was like more so that's what people just met me. It was like, you trying as a man, when people see you trying to be gracious, people know that you was once violent in your life, but you're learning how to just stay calm. When women see that you was all over the place and you was having mad women, but they see you a little disciplined now, you know, opportunities and things start to open up because people get a chance to see that. You know, people will see that eventually and they'll know that you really about that vibe, like when they talk to you. Like everybody knows me for being a ladies' man all my life. And I prided myself off that. Now that I'm a little bit older, I understand that that's probably the reason why I'm not where I'm at in life, was chasing women. You know what I'm saying? Like just, I mean, when you really break it down, it's like, okay, you chasing women to do what? You're awakening love, you moving on. Like I wasn't just a dog. I mean, some of these women was bagging me, but at the same time, it's all distractions. And I'm not blaming the women. It's just that I'm just blaming that industry of, you know, just, you know, dating and all that stuff that we was taught to do was a trance. And I can admit it, I was in a trance. I've been in many trances in life, and you never know that you was in a trance until you elevate the higher self and you look at your lower self and you look at some of the things that you was doing. You're like, what the fuck was I doing, bro? Like, you ever looked at some of the things you was doing? Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck was I doing, B? Like, I was wilding. And then you look at, and mind you have a whole different mentality now. And then you're looking at everything differently. Like, damn, I was wilding, bro. Like, wow. That's what made me want to raise to my higher self as best as I can. Because I'm like, yo, when I'm lower self, you can't even trust some of the things that you're going to do when you're low self. You get in an argument, you think about killing somebody, whatever it is, you're getting drunk, you want to text your ex, you know, it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? So what it is like putting in that effort, not to be perfect, not to live for other people's standards, but so you can get the best out of yourself. When we eat right, you know, and these are just things I'm just throwing out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying this has nothing to do with me. This is just putting out the fruit, you know, putting out the right words, you know, just take me out of this. I need the knowledge I'm about to drop is I take on some of the knowledge, but I need to work on some of the shit too. So I'm not going to deprive, you know, you guys across from me with this, but this is how this shit works. And because I've done this before, so this is why I'm speaking on this, because y'all seen me do this shit. The highest point of my life from a vibrational standpoint was maybe 8 to 10 years ago. And that was when I went vegan, right? Now, you don't got to go vegan to achieve this, right? Because I've learned other ways, but this was just a method that I did. Everybody knows I was depressed. Not everybody, I was kind of hiding it from people. But I was fucked up. I was going through it. I was about 27 years old. You know, football was done, you know, and I was trying to figure out how to acclimate myself back into the regular world. You know what I mean? I was getting little jobs, trying to work 2 jobs, and it was just taking away all my time, and I wasn't really making much. And, you know, child support was, you know, weighing down on me and stuff like that. And, you know, I wasn't taking care of that on time. So I was getting fines. You know, when you don't take care of child support on time, you know, they tax you even more. So all of these things was just happening to me at once, you know, regular life problems, but I was a little bit younger. I was eating horrible. I was about 245, almost 250 pounds. I was barely seeing family. I wasn't seeing my kids like that because I was living in Buffalo. I was just really going through it. I was just really at a real low point in my life, eating a lot of candy, you know what I mean? Just all over the damn place, man. You know what I mean? I used to wake up with anxiety, throwing up in the morning and shit, going to the doctor because I thought like something was wrong with me. You know, I was like, do I got cancer? And it's like, no, you have anxiety. And I've always had anxiety since a kid. And I don't know. You know what really happened to me? Basically, what happened to me was like, so during that process, I'm trying to figure out like, what the hell is wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with me. So I'm like, you know what? Like at this time I had my own apartment, and I will play video games to like, you know, relax. And then I will leave my YouTube on. And then when YouTube will come on, like, I don't know, like Dr. Sebi videos was coming on. So this is when I went through my little I went through like a Dr. Sebi phase. That was like one of the first guys who was able to articulate health in a way that I could understand it. So he was really just sitting there breaking down like what chlorophyll is. And chlorophyll comes from plants. It comes from veggies. And chlorophyll is the plant's blood. And chlorophyll is the closest thing to our blood. And it cleans our blood. So it basically was explaining how, a lot of the diseases that we have, what do? They go into our bloodstream and they become ailments. So this is why it makes sense that when we eat greeny foods that have chloroplast and chlorophyll in it, that's the reason why you don't get sick, because it's fighting the cancers and it's fighting the and detoxing and cleansing the bad elements that's in your body. So what happened was I went through this whole thing of, I just started following Dr. Sebi at first. And then he was explaining, getting the green foods, drinking a lot of water, going for walks. He kind of got me through that first stage of just getting off my ass and getting out of depression. So what I did was I stopped eating chicken first and beef and pork. And I was eating fish. I would eat fish because I still like the texture. So I was eating salmon and things like that, like haddock. And then I started weaning off of that. And then I'm looking at my body. I'm looking at my skin. It's clearing up. I'm shining. My face is getting skinny. My body's getting smaller. I'm feeling better about myself. My thoughts and my mind was becoming a little bit more slower. It wasn't all over the place. So I'm loving this transition. I'm writing music now. I wrote music because of this. Music became a diary for me. And I wrote an album called Visions of a Lost King. So Visions of a Lost King came from being depressed. I was depressed and I just was so alone because I was isolating myself and I didn't want nobody to see me like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let my kids see me. I was just wilding to a point where I don't even really remember too much. Like I remember that time period, but I think I might have, the trauma from that of being in that position made me like forget about it. It's almost like something happening to you and you just kind of put in your subconscious. It was a real bad time, but I grew from it. And then what happened was, I started like my vibe started changing. I started like, I started trimming down. I started working out. I started running. And then next thing you know, I ended up moving back home and I just kept up with it. And then I just started working out. I started getting in tip top shape, real fast. And by then it was just like the best I ever felt in my life, man. I ain't really need much sleep. The only thing that was really that you got to really worry about is you could feel everything. Like I'm talking about, be times I'd be in the car, the sun be shining down on me and shit. I just start crying. Like you just be mad happy. You be mad joyous. You're calm. You develop a lot of emotional intelligence. You just understand things. You don't really get into too many arguments. You know how to avoid things. You just kind of only want to really be around people more like yourself. You're able to create boundaries, and it's your intuitiveness, your awareness, everything goes up because your body functions is working properly now. You're in alignment. That's what alignment means. And being in alignment is not just, oh, I got this new job and I've been saying I wanted a job, so I'm in alignment. No, being in alignment is arm, leg, arm, head. Is your mental, physical, spiritual, everything in alignment. To where you understand how to move, why you're moving the way that you're moving, and where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? From a theory of mine. I don't know everything. This is just coming from my heart, truthfully. I'm not even trying to sit here and act like I'm some scientist. But what I will say is I've come across a lot of elders. My father was older when he had me. And a lot of this knowledge has been embedded in me. And I just got to a certain point where I didn't mind retorting it. You know what I mean? Because, like for me, I've always wanted to share things. Like, even though I didn't come from a big family, when I would experience success, it used to kind of feel alone, getting awards and things like that by myself. You know what I mean? So for me, because I didn't have a big family, I always just felt like I wanted to create my own. So that's why a lot of people don't understand why I'm so driven, is because I was in the dark by myself for a long time. When my mom was on drugs and my father was older, ripping and running, I used to just have me and my thoughts. Just me and my thoughts, like a lot. And I would have to outcompete people. I would have to, when I look at a lot of things I would have to do, I didn't even realize that's not even like normal things to do. Like I used to have to really dig deep. you know, go on the road at 18 years old, go to college. My mom couldn't fill out the FAFSA because she wasn't even working. So I had to put 0 all the way across. I had to fill out my own and fake my mom's signatures on things because she lived in a fucking shelter. I couldn't even get there. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like, and just having to keep going. I'm competing against other dudes who got moms and dads who are bringing them lunches and, you know, they living good. They got money in their pocket all the time. I was always that have-not kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I just was never like selfish, and I wasn't a thief. And I just always smiled through it all. I always found ways to a point where when people would come home, they're like, damn, bro, I ain't know it was like this, bro. And I was like, yeah, because I find ways, you know, I'm so used to coming from my environment that it became like a regular thing for me. What most people may look at like, damn, this shit look crazy. It's like, yeah, that's my normal life. But what I do understand is it made me the way I am. It made me the way I am. I ain't gonna hold you. When you're a man, just weather the storm, but find better ways to weather the storm. And I'm explaining it to you. This is what I was taught, and this changed my life. Like this was the glitch I needed, fellas. Weather the storm. Let's put it in personification terms. Storm, right? So it's a storm. Say if you get caught in a storm, right? How could you prepare for a storm? Right? Now, some of you may say you don't because it could come randomly. Well, if you know that it could come randomly, then that means you want to prepare for what? You want to prepare for the randomly. You know what I'm saying? You want to prepare for the randomly. So what happens is like, after a while, I started realizing that I know I'm gonna go through shit in life. You know, I would be riding high, everything going right, everything executing, and then every now and then it would just be like a little drought. I'll be going through some other shit. Some of it is self-inflicted. Some of it is systematic oppression. Some of it is coming from other people and outside forces. But it becomes a big burden on me sometimes. You know, it becomes a lot. So then I started to understand, like, okay, how can I stop the bleeding? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I stop the bleeding? Because I'm not a bad guy. I'm not lazy. You know what I'm saying? I got kids I want to protect. Thank you, sweetie. I got kids I want to protect. I'm not no deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? I just want to figure this shit out. So what I figured out was, what I was taught was there's different ways that you can prepare for a storm. So let's just say you could tell somebody like, yo, man, if there's ever, if I like somebody like Kyrie, that's my brother right there. Kyrie will tell me like, yo, if you're going through something, nigga, call me. Call me, bro. Just call me, bro. Don't be all your pride, nigga. If you're going through some shit, call me. So that lets me know, like, if I'm in a storm, I got somebody who can come get me a ride out of it. Now, he don't got to fix all my problems, but he's going to make the storm a little easier. Then I might have another person who might be like, yo, bro, just call me, bro. Like, when you're going through shit, you know how you ever had that session with one of your boys and y'all finally all just kind of just started venting, and then he like, yo, bro, if you ever going through some shit, bro, just call me, man. Like, yo, bro, like you my brother, bro. I got you. That's another branch through the storm, right? Now, let's just say those branches ain't available, right? Let's just say those branches ain't available. Animals like cows and animals that can't run fast, they run towards the storm because they know that the storm is going to pass. You just start to learn it over time. It's going past. You've never seen a storm for a month straight. Maybe a couple of days, a little week. Sometimes a little week and a half. It's just like stormy weather, but then, but eventually the shit just, it's going to pass. Every time I've come out of a storm in my life, I've become smarter. While I was in a storm, I might have complained. I cried. I thought about crashing out. I've called people. I was embarrassed. I went through every emotion going through a storm. But every time, like, I've looked like 2 weeks out of it, and then you look at all the lessons that you learn and all the things that you learned about yourself, it's like you almost be ready for the next one. So now you become a conqueror and not a survivor. So that's like I just created a little sermon, didn't I? I should be a fucking reverend. I swear to God, I should. But nah, you become a conqueror instead of a survivor. See, right now, this system that comes from Romans is created to make us survive. It's created to put us in debt. It's created to separate us, and it's created for social and economical control. That's why I don't get down on myself sometimes. And when I don't get down on myself, doesn't mean I'm giving up and I'm quitting. I just understand that this game that we playing, it's not a fair game. It's just not fair. Yes, some of you flourished in it. And yes, there's a lot of other black men who flourished. And yes, there are some beautiful young black women who flourished in it, but it's not for everybody. And if you're creative, you're meant to get pushed down the totem pole. You're going to get pushed down the totem pole by regular society and by jobs. Because when you're creative, that means you don't listen. That means who the fuck you think you are, imagining things and drawing them. They look down on creatives. And creatives now are getting the bag. You got people getting rich off YouTube. You got people getting rich off content. You got people getting rich off their mind now. See, at one point it was about labor, putting in that physical work. But now it's about a little bit of both. Now you got people who are getting rich off their personality. They're getting rich off their soul. So it's a different era now. You know what I'm saying? I needed to hear that the other day when I was listen, Lab, you my brother. I love you. I know, like how you know me. You know how you know me. You know how I start whining and shit. You call me and tell me stop being a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I start whining and shit. Like when I get real, like I can hold you. See, some of y'all don't know me. Kyrie know me. I've been like, I could get. Listen, I'm empowered today, so that's why I'm giving the energy out. But there's times, I be like, I be on some little whiny shit. Listen, I'm not always like this, bro. And I want to really make that myself clear because I don't want people to feel like you just have to be, strong 100%. Shit happens, bro. Shit changes, you know what I'm saying? It get real, you know what I'm saying? And but what it is that my friends, man, just calling people, bro. Calling people. Where the fuck did my paper go? Hold on. And this is why when I talk about that love, people tell you I'm really about that shit. My brothers tell you I'm really about that shit. My brothers know that they can call me for anything. The reason why I do talk a lot of shit on Facebook is because a lot of y'all, I talk to most of y'all in real life. And most of y'all know how I am in real life. So when I come on here and I'm talking bullshit and I'm trolling and I'm playing around, the only people who really don't like me is the people who don't know me. But for the most part, y'all know how I am. Y'all know I'm a genuine nigga in real life. Y'all know I also have I'm a little militant at times, but I'm a loving dude, bro. Everybody tell you I like to joke around. I like to support. I got ways, I got my ways. I'm not perfect, but like the good definitely outweigh the bad. That's what I could definitely guarantee that. The good, when you're dealing with me, what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? I'm just very motivated. If I could be an asshole, if I know you don't like me, I can make you not like me more. But if you on a good side with me, most likely you're gonna love me, man. I don't really have too much problems with people like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of those people who's been through a lot. I've seen a lot. Many of you have too. And I'm just, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know exactly what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of y'all relate to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we're a tribe, bro. A lot of us are going through a lot of things, man. Financial burdens. And I see a lot of people embarrassed. So I like to talk about that shit because you should never be embarrassed. You should only be embarrassed if you're not trying. If you're not trying, then yeah. Don't let pride. Listen, when I'm fucked up and I need help, I call people, bro. Because you want to know why? Because I know sometimes with help, I'm going to elevate. I'm not going to be in that position too long. I've been laughed at. I've been called names and stuff. So I guess because I've been through it, I'm just, like you got to go through it. You got to go through it, man. I ain't gonna hold you. You just got to go through it. You just start to just, it's okay. I done been laughed at, called broke, my younger days. I've been teased and I still woke up the next day and nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So words really can't define you. If you let it slow you down, that's really kind of more so like your mental makeup. You know what I mean? Yo, it's on YouTube. It's on. Check my YouTube. Yeah, he's stupid. Yo, Kyrie is. Yo, it's on YouTube. On God. I'm about to hold on. I'm gonna send you the link. check your inbox. I just sent you the link. You know what I mean? So what made me change the way I was talking on Facebook was more so the conversations I was having with a lot of y'all. Like a lot of us, we really be kicking it. Yo, some of y'all really will dare hit me up, right? And be like, yo, King, I know you don't know me. You know what I mean? But I feel I can trust you. Hey, look, my girl cheated on me. This is what y'all be doing to me. This is how y'all be throwing it on me. I'll be like, y'all dare hit me up in Facebook sometime and be like, look, some of my ex-girlfriends, and shout out to my exes, because I don't have no problems with a lot of my exes. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were younger, I used to be like, yeah, I was toxic, but like, I ain't gonna hold you. Lately, and they ain't been trying to bag me. They don't miss me. It's not even none of that. You know, we all grown. It's just more so like a lot of them is dead been hitting me like, yo, nigga, you was on it. Now, they may not have agreed the way I was going about things, but like, you know, they just been like kind of chopping it up with me. And I've been giving them some male perspective advice because I think we both need it. I definitely need sometimes some female advice because they females and they could teach you how to deal with females. That's why platonic female relationship, because I didn't realize, yo, this is crazy. And ladies, let me know if I'm bugging. I didn't know that there was mad dudes who didn't know how to be friends with y'all. Like some ladies was telling me, they was like, yo, like there's some niggas who really, I know some dudes who told me like they don't know how to be friends with women, bro. Like they was like, they don't be friends with women. Like they want to sleep with them. But you want to know what? I come from an era of like playing tag with girls and shit and messing up their double dutch ropes and all that. Like I come from a era where the girl, like, cause I come from an era where like you may like a girl, but she may like your friend and they may date. So you be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I didn't grow up like with jealous, a jealous mentality, because I kind of understood from a young age, you know what I mean? Like, you know, girls pick and choose who they like, you know what I mean? And you never know what type of guy a woman likes. You know what I mean? They'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you about how they move. You know, that's why you should never be scared to walk up to a woman and say something to her. All she could do is say no, be respectful. Whole time you sitting there putting her on the pedestal and she been seeing you when you walked in and she like you and think you cute. But mad dudes be scared to walk up to women, bro. Believe it or not. Women like, this is one thing you got to always know about women, bro. And this is why, you know, when I was in my back in my days, y'all was just letting me win. I was taking all y'all dudes, girls back days, because y'all wasn't stand up. Women like stand up dudes, bro. Yo, how you doing, sweetheart? What's your name? Okay. My name is Akil Ali. Okay, where you from? Like they like that pressure, that good pressure though. Like they like pressure. And a lot of you dudes don't know how to put pressure on women. Y'all don't know how to put that right pressure. I tell women where we're going to eat. Unless they got a suggestion. If they got a suggestion, that's cool. But other than that, like if you want to go out with a young lady, you got to have a plan, bro. Like you don't go, well, where do you want to go? Like, all right, nigga, Del Frisco's. Like women like being guided, bro. They like being around. And I've known this since I was a little kid. I used to go on little adventures and take my little girlfriends with me. Come on, we going here. Where we going? Just get on the back of my bike. They hair on the air, they on my pegs. I'm going through the hood, going down Devil's Hill. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't remember them days? Like, that's how girls really are. They always love, like, they always like men who like adventurous and who had like layers to them. You know what I'm saying? That ain't never go out of style. Now you add a couple of dollars to that, it's lit. If you a dude who, you know, go out and make some moves and shit like that, and you got a couple of dollars, you shouldn't have no problems with women unless you're picking the wrong ones. Cause shit be fun, bro. I had fun as a kid, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I had organic fun, you know, when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Especially with young ladies. It was like a different era, man. It was a different era. You know, people really liked you for you. You know what I'm saying? Like that was what was so beautiful about the era. Men and women are making bad decisions because people don't know how to scan energy no more. Most of us got tricked by the physical mad times over and over again. Yo, she look wild good. I'm wifing that. All right. So you're just gonna go by how she look. All right, God. You don't know nothing about her past. You don't know if that woman is damaged. All right. Same thing with the ladies. Oh, you keep thinking like back in the days when I was on my toxic shit. Y'all saw my little light skinned ass playing football and all that. Y'all ain't know I was toxic. Thought shit was sweet. Didn't know. Let me stop. Didn't even know. But you want to know what? This the thing though. The system and the way that things is predicated to create us to be toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Who wasn't really toxic when they was younger? In some shape or way. Even think about some of your most genuine friends that you may even put on a pedestal, like, nah, they were solid. They even had a little toxicity to them because that's just what was going around in the world. But what happened is, though, people start growing up. And life's experiences start to kick in. You know what I'm saying? Life's experiences start to kick in and things start to change. You know? So like that. So for me, where I'm at, and a lot of my friends are at with me, we just want to be good, better men. That's it. I'm not trying to overdo it. I'm not out here. We just want to be better men. A lot of us come from trauma, but a lot of us have potential. I know I have great potential to be an even better man, like a great, great man. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, I'm not talking about in Americanized terms. I'm talking about just checking the boxes as far as what I want in life. And what I want in life is I want more fluidity for my girls, my 3 daughters, you know, travel more, you know, all that good stuff, you know, just really being able to spend a lot more time with them. That's number 1. Number 2, is making sure their moms is dope. You know what I'm saying? Got to make sure the queens, you know, I have 2 dope mothers who mother my children, and they both super dope. You know what I'm saying? So that's you know, and then family, you know, family, friends that's part of my tribe. You know, you want things to trickle down to them too. You know, I just really want people to be happy, bro. All this hate and all this shit, all these people who are haters and jealousy, a lot of them don't even really want to be like that, bro. It's just life, bro. Life be getting them, bro. Life be getting people, bro. But when you see when people got a couple of dollars in their pocket, and you see when a man or a young lady is able to take care of their family, you don't really hear too much from them like that. What's happening is the system is about to crash. They brought in a lot of immigrants. So immigrants have created a lot of crime, and now they're bringing in the National Guard, and life will never really be the same, truly. That's another reason why, like, life will never be the same, and y'all won't really get it. You know, I've always kind of spoke about it. Y'all call me fake woke and, you know, conspiracy theorists, and, you know, y'all act like the average person doesn't have a thought process, like the average person can't do research, and the average. So now when you take that away, that means who got to listen to what? Joe Biden? You'll listen to Joe Biden over me though, right? That's why y'all voted for that old stupid nigga. A lot of y'all really voted for Joe Biden. Y'all still voting for white folks to govern over you. White folks who don't like you, who go eat fried chicken in a soulful restaurant one time, and then y'all dick riding and y'all loving them. Harmony, how you doing? Peace, Harmony. Y'all was dick riding Obama, bro. And when I was telling y'all he a demon, y'all was fighting me. I'm telling you, like, bro, every president is a demon. You got to study politics. Y'all got caught up because he sung Al Green. That's what I'm saying. Black people will never, we too naive. We're too naive, bro. Way too naive, bro. And then and the elephant is in the room is we don't want to heal. We refuse to heal. You know what I'm saying? So It's just what it is. I'm not giving up. I'm never giving up because there are people who's on the same type of time I'm on. And the reason why I'm not giving up is because I understand how much work they put in to keep us like this. It's not easy. It's not like people want to be brainwashed. It's not like people want to be jealous. It's not like people wake up wanting to hate. It really is a perpetuated thing that just starts to fucking suffocate people. You know what I mean? But you know what? I'm about to cleanse the air real quick with a song because y'all know I'm talking my life away. I ain't vote neither. Talk about it, Harmony. I ain't vote neither, man. You know what I'm saying? But I got a perfect song for this situation. This is called Sweet Karma. And this is by me and YNX. This didn't drop yet. This is exclusive, but this is where we going with it. It's no fucking games no more. Like, we grown. I'm a man. I got different personality. I'm bipolar. So sometimes I'll be on my Huey Newton shit because there's a time for it. And then, you know, I'll be on my vibrant shit, you know, obviously. But for the most part, this is what my mindset be on.
Yeah. Kill Ali. Higher realm. Heroin, heroin, heroin. Yeah. Walking to the light. Sweet karma, got to keep calm. Kids, they need fathers. Pray for me, Father. Sweet karma, got to keep calm. Kids, they need fathers. Pray for me, Father. Sweet karma, got to keep calm. Kids, they need fathers. Pray for me, Father. Sweet karma, got to keep calm. Kids, they need fathers. Do you know who the enemy is? Promoting drugs and sex right in front of the kids. Elders confused, the village don't know how to live. Happiness can turn fruition when you know how to give. Life ain't over cause you just did a bid. I know the pressure is incredible, you just had a kid. That's the reason I empower so you know who you is. Manifesting what you think, I know where you headed. Some died in the process, the haters embedded. Created a picture, it's all about the way that you edit. The Lord to attract, it's about the way that you spell it. Info for the mind, you always should tell it. I'm a Pisces, I know when you jealous, can tell how you move. I promise it was all in your efforts. You was blind to the goal, didn't know the successions. You was blind to the goal, didn't know the suggestions. Yeah. Sweet karma, got to keep
Lady
calm.
B, how you doing, sweet?
Fathers, pray for me, Father.
How are you?
Sweet karma, got to keep calm. Kids, they need fathers, pray for me, Father. Sweet karma, got to keep calm. Kids, they need fathers.
So before I get into the second verse, right? I'm gonna talk about it since we got the ladies coming in. I'm happy y'all here, of course. You know, so like what I've been speaking about, young ladies, is healing, right? So I leave the ladies alone because I'm not a lady, right? And you know, men, we have our perceptions, you know, we always try to boop, 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 but at the same time, it's more so I just be trying to talk to the men now. You know what I'm saying? More so in a real genuine way, not on some follow me. I'm the leader. You know, I'm the best guy. It's like not even that. It's just more so like from a real vulnerable standpoint is a lot of men, we've been through a lot of trauma and it's affecting our relationships with our women. You know what I mean? So I go by the universe. So I have a lot of female friends and some of them are like, you know, I love my husband. He's dope. He fixes everything. He's a real masculine dude, but he's not sensual enough with me. And I'll talk to him, and I'm not going to tell him that I spoke to his wife about nothing like that. Because he's not like a personal friend. It's someone that I know. And you know, sometimes people open up to me, and then a lot of times, you know, I'll get things out of people. And then a lot of times, you know, you'll hear some men say, yo, my father was hard on me. You know, my mom died when I was young. You know, you got some young men whose moms died when they was young, so they never really got that nurture. Life has been on go the whole time. And their father may have taught them a certain way to deal with women to where now they're dealing with a real genuine, sweet, sensual, feminine woman, and they don't really know how to align with it in other ways outside of just being a masculine male, which is what women love anyway, which is why I'll still work for them. Because women love masculinity for the most part, depending on, you know, everybody's different, you know, not to judge. You know, some women like sensual and other feminine energy. But for the spirits who love masculine energy, that's something that they endure. That's something that they want. So what happens is, like, you know, you got a lot of fathers and men who are raised without fathers. And you have a lot of beautiful young ladies who are raised without fathers. So let's talk about that, just briefly, real quick and swift. I'm not going to really dive too much into it as far as but what I'm going to say is this. I want to create a learning piece from a theory of mine, from my perspective, from information that I've gathered from just doing research and from what I see today. In the 60s and 70s, when a lot of the black males came home from the army, they came home with post-traumatic stress, right? So when they came home from post-traumatic stress, they created the first projects from Buffalo all the way down New York, Chicago, and other places. And the projects were created so that black army soldiers and Navy vets and whoever came home can get back on their feet. It was really like a government thing, and it was a project. It was something that they created, and they stacked people on top of each other. When they did that, they allowed the white soldiers to incorporate themselves and buy houses for $1. This is what they don't speak about. A lot of the American soldiers who came home from the army was able to pay $1 to get land. So this is why you never notice, if I go to Jacksonville right now, I can go there and you're going to say, oh, this is a white neighborhood. Anywhere I go, it's going to be neighborhoods where there's a lot of white people. They've handed down these houses from generation to generation. So it creates this whole thing like they outworked us, or it creates this whole thing black folks are lazy and we may have in certain percentages become lazy because we've become demoralized. You become a little demoralized when you're dealing with a system that is literally against you. You know what I'm saying? And then some of us are making it. And then when some of us make it, we get away from each other because of the way that we grow up and the self-hate that a lot of us develop. So it's just all a whole fucked up space. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they wanted to create. Confusion. It creates confusion. So to make a long story short, by me kind of always understanding this, I've always been, and you can ask anybody who know me, I've always been the fake Sharif, always trying to bring people together. I was always preaching. I always been preaching, not because I feel like I know everything. It's just the love, my intent. I see good in people. And I see how society casts people out. I see how certain hood, people go through certain things and, people just do a lot of things to people, bro. So I'm always for the underdog because I understand that we all special and everybody's unique and everybody grows up different. And sometimes I'm very fortunate to get to sit down with people and understand their story. Now, I don't just feel sorry for everybody, but I try to have understanding. When you understand people, you can kind of give them wisdom and they can give you wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for $1. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they create. And then what they did was after they did that, young lady, they created highways and they redlined everybody. So this is a whole structure of a Roman structure because it failed in Rome. They brought it over here. The 99% works for the 1%. So what they do is they govern, which means to control. If you look up the word govern in the dictionary, the Latin meaning for govern means to control. Ment, M-E-N-T, is another word for mind. So this is about to sound real corny, but y'all can look this up yourselves. So that way it's not. Government means to control a mind, literally. Government, the government. Govern, and look it up right now. I'm gonna take a pull. Take your phone out if real quick and look up Latin meaning of govern, and then look up the Latin meaning of ment, M-E-N-T. If I'm lying, I'm flying. So to go forward, as you guys is looking this up, when I started learning a lot of this stuff, man, exactly, bro. You feel me? You know what I mean? Etymology, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the most governed in that, right? But what I'll say is more so I know enough of understanding how to read the Bible properly and how they have us under a spell. because we didn't even speak English first. Remember, we were taught English and then it was handed down. The English language comes from like English, Latin, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these words like weekend and morning, understand, week, all these words, man. And then we say these things with not really understanding the meanings of them. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like when I started to really get kind of schooled on certain things, I just started to hate everything I was taught. I know everybody called me like, you know, angry. And, you know, it's basically what happens is this what happened to Christ. When you become anointed and you stand for something, you're going to get attacked. You're going to get attacked. It's no different than when you watch The Matrix. He was anointed, right? What happened? It just really just showed you what happened during a certain age. All them agents was just reproducing, you know, trying to stop them. They on you. You're going against lies and deceit. And a lot of people benefit off lies and deceit. LSD. You know what I'm saying? And so like when you stand for truth, they don't want to hear that shit. You know, I fuck with every religion. I used to sit here and bullshit. As long as you got love in your heart, I rock with you. As long as you believe there's some energy or essence or resource that is bigger than us, and your heart is where the love is at, I don't give a fuck if you Buddhist, Christian, Jehovah Witness. Just have love in your heart and don't force it on me. That's all. But I will listen to some of the things because a lot of the things that we all be reading is the same shit. It's just preached a little differently. I ain't gonna hold you. There's certain Christian churches that I will go to. There's certain pastors that be talking that shit, and you go there for worship, fellowship. Get around some beautiful black people, surrender, get in your knees, and it's love in there. It's love. The pastor's just using the words from the Bible to create stories that really, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm into all of that. Even though I'm more on the spiritual side, I will still walk in the church, throw a suit on, and link up and listen to some prayer and worship. I've also rocked with some Jehovah Witnesses because Jehovah Witnesses, they get a real bad rap. Now, you just got to understand where they're coming from. You know, they were taught the Old Testament of the Bible, which is pretty dope. You know, the Old Testament, a lot of them are really studied in it. And they live a real disciplined lifestyle. So in their mind, the way that they're raised, when they go on, when they knock on your door, you know, they feel like they're saving you. Which they kind of are in like their own way. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know it's a lot of little different methods and stuff within that thing. But like, I mean, there's some people who have no existence of who the Most High is, or who God is, or who Yahweh is, or who Yahshua is, or who Jesus is, or who Christ is, or whatever name, you know, people want to use. But as long as their heart is where the love is at, I'm cool. I ain't judging you. Like I said, just don't force anything on me. You know? Oh, yeah, exactly. Let's get into that. Black. I know a lot of y'all used to get on me when I said, you know, obviously I come from my family lineage, and probably your family lineage comes from the Moorish bloodline. And Moor just is another word for black. But it's more of a, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a depiction of who we are. Moreno, they said in Spanish. You know, so the Moors were beautiful, brilliant people. We had some bad Moors. You know, you got bad people and everything. You got good people, got bad people. But we paved the way in math and science, and we understood how to navigate. You know, we also have ownership of this land, and we know that. So we understand the peace treaty that was broken, and we understand that we were here before the Europeans inhabited this land. We understand that the police, which is a policy from foreign territory, is really not supposed to be here. We understand that they just conquered this land and they created foreign policy, and they enslaved us by branding us with their last names. We told them not to brand us. Akil Ali El, Bey. We had names, but we don't have, a lot of us before we got branded and forced into Christianity. We were forced, a lot of us were forced into Christianity, and now into Roman Christianity. All Christianity is not bad. You know what I'm saying? But we were forced into Roman Christianity, and that was bad. You understand? Because it was forced on us. So by us being forced into Roman anti-self, worshiping the sun god, right? It ridded all of our traditions and our history and our power. And then our language started to change after a while. And here we are. You know what I'm saying? Black means like blind, or like, what does it mean? I don't know the definition is somewhere around like white means illuminated people. You know, when you like we're already white. You understand? And you can look this up. We're the illuminated ones. We're the light beings who will come from melanin, melanated. Melanin is the only substance that can turn sunlight into light, energy, and information. So this is why a lot of us wake up with information and just knowing how to do shit. Is because our hair is follicles. And this goes into the story of Samson, or why a lot of people grow their dreads out, because dreads are locks and locks are coiled. This is why when we grow an afro, which way does our hair grow? That shit goes up because we're electric. You understand? And they'll never teach you this, because if they teach you who you are, then you'll never go walk into one of their jobs. You'll never go work for these corporations. You won't want to exist in the matrix. But because a lot of us don't know who we are, it's just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I would get in a lot of arguments with a lot of my friends. Oh, you think you better than everybody because you think you don't want to work here? I'm like, nah, man, business is the fastest way to wealth. So why can't me and you why are you fighting me to do a business? Why are you fighting me? How come I'm arguing with you because I want to start a business, but you're going to be my friend if I go work for $8, $9, $10 an hour? I don't get it. And a lot of my people will look at me like, yo, this nigga's difficult. Have another paper? I don't look down on nobody with no damn. You need a job. You need a springboard. Job brings consistency. But a lot of y'all are building other people to be millionaires, and y'all doing. How many of y'all been at a job for more than 10 years and you know that shit like the back of your hand? Your boss love you. They know your worth, but there's a certain protocol that they have to go by within that LLC to where they can't, you know what I mean? They know they can leave you for the store. They know you can run the store. They know you know the ins and outs of it. You really can run the business. But if you run a business, you're going to leave them. And you're probably one of their main money getters. And that's called capitalism. That's how America works. You could be a piece of shit, but if you got money, you create a business, you can get people to work for you. That's the name of the game. The reason why in Black communities we don't flourish with business is because we've been taught to hate each other. We've been taught this. Why? Because if you can get people to hate each other, then you can make sure that we don't work together. If we don't work together, we can't elevate collectively. If we don't elevate collectively, then when the system starts to kick in, the problems start to trickle down, and everybody starts to deal with the government on their own account. And this is why when the time you see people disappearing, I know a lot of kings, strong kings, money getting low, they don't want to come out. They women want to leave them. Let's talk about it. I know women right now. Listen, a lot of women right now, and I understand because women want to be protected. But the women, put like this, the men who are graceful during their struggles, who are not moving on survival mode. If you do right by that young lady who's doing right by you, you're going to win big. If you execute and you don't do no stupid wing shit and you just stay aligned in the universe, that's your help. God sent that young, you got to get back into the king position to let her go back into her feminine, because of this war that we're in and the way that they're oppressing men. There's a lot of strong Black men, maybe not in a financial place that they need to be in right now. All right, whatever. That's just what it is. But as long as you still got that leadership ability and you're not using your ego to try to control that woman, and you mean well, and you got some knowledge up here, there's ways that you can get back. Because what happens is, I'm not going to say what a woman's job is, because that's not my place. But what I was taught by a lot of the women that I know, older women, is that a woman is very valuable to a valuable man when she's able to complement what he does and she can find her way. So it's really our job as men to really like, okay, oh, you a woman, you sew, you do this, create business for them. Everybody arguing over 50-50 and all that. That shit don't even mean nothing if you got a couple businesses together. If you can create some type of services. I just like to get money when you get money with women, bro. You don't even got to worry about getting nails done and all that dumb shit. Just mad little extras around because you created like some type of residual. All that 50-50 and shit and all that stuff, all those standards, it's just those are all like stupid ass society's ways of splitting us up. Truthfully, keep that shit to yourself. Because if you're in a relationship, right? Sometimes you may come into a relationship, that man that you with may be doing real good. It may be 100, he may be doing 100% of everything. And he may be graceful, not even throwing it in your face, not controlling you, nothing. He just vibing. Cool. Things may change. He may lose his job. You know what I'm saying? He may lose his job. You may have to go pick up a little part-time for a little bit. So it may be like, 75-25. He may, them shit be happening. It's all about adjusting. In a perfect world, most men that you see would love to take care. That's our natural instinct. That's another part of war that's demoralizing black males and poor white males that I know is the system of, you got to understand, the white supremacy system wants everything for themselves. So they could be the ones with billions and they can own islands and they can own private jets and they can be philanthropists and they can make people look up to them. So they're very jealous of the masculine black man. So this is why when we incorporated ourselves into this white supremacy system, it was a wrap, bro. They're going to embarrass us. They already own everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even really like a color thing neither. It is, but it's anybody, bro. I know, believe it or not, bro, I know a lot of humble white folks, bro, trying to get out and they getting just as kicked in the ass as everybody else because of what they stand for. Remember, white supremacy is not a color-based thing. It's a mentality. It's a mentality. It's called white supremacy because they gave it a color because the first people that they were trying to oppress were colored people. So these are all my personal feelings. This is not me coming up here, oh, the white man. It's like, no. I'm not trying to say all white people are. We're not going to do that. What I will say is just a system was created because they were in fear. They were in fear since the first day they came here. And that was the reason why they cut our arms off. And that was the reason why they made the natives do what you call the Trail of Tears because they didn't want to waste bullets. So they made them walk till death and gave them covers with measles. These are all my personal feelings. This is what happened. Christopher Columbus act like he was threatening them. He was raping little girls and stuff like that. They were raping these people. They came here, was raping the women, raped the women, children, and the pillage, cutting people's arms off and shit like that, demoralizing the men, penis envy, cutting their penises off. Go look this up. Embarrassing men, raping men in front of their women. All of that stuff went into slave times. That's trickled down all the way till now. That's why, like, in like warrior terms, we almost black men, we almost got to die to restore what we need for our children. We got to like kind of die for it. But they put so much soy in the food, it made a lot of men not want, they subdued. I can't get it. There's warriors out here, but trust me, man, it's a lot of these niggas out here, man, I don't even know where their minds is at. I don't really know what's going on with them. I don't know, but I know they're attacking the men with the food. And they're attacking the women with the internet. Attack the men with the food, attack the woman with the internet, different ways. They got us in here chaos, arguing over everything we can't even get right. So now they're getting ready to come in with the National Guard and they're going to turn the internet off and shit about to get real. So, you know, all the independent women and the independent men and everybody who you know, who's been jaded by life, shit gonna get real now. Shit gonna get real. Y'all gonna see what I was telling y'all before of how they was trying to just create separation with us. That's all you create. You can control anybody who's separated. That's the oldest trick in the book. And we keep falling for it over and throw me in it because I fell for it too. That's why I'm talking about it. I fell for it. I'm part of the fucking problem. I'm just here to kind of like we need to fix the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even here like trying to act like, oh, I was the wokest one and you guys are just sleep. No, I got tricked too. That's how I know this shit is fucking powerful. How do you combat the television screen and the media and the radio and they keep throwing things at us verbatim over and over. We gotta fix our spirits. I need y'all. We need each other, bro. I'm telling you, we gotta do something that no one has ever done, bro. We gotta get right spiritually. We gotta love, or we're gonna keep having the same fate, bro. Same fate. We gotta be the ones that's in the record books and the history books. Like, nah, we said no more. We was the ones who really, we gotta get aligned, bro. I'm telling y'all. Telling you, we're gonna treat each other better. Our universe is gonna get better. Once the men heal, the women heal, we start treating each other better. The kids is growing up a little bit differently. We're making a little bit more money. Things is more fluent. We start doing more better things because our minds is a little bit more clear. We got to create that heavenly state. If we don't, it's going. Y'all see what the fuck we getting? Y'all still want to live like this? Y'all see what's going on? How many of y'all are suffering in silence? Just say it in your head. I can hear you. You don't got to write it here. Suffering. Look at me. Look at your brother. Akil Ali. Suffering. Scared to call your mom. She was on drugs. Scared to call your pops. He was on drugs. Some fathers, you ain't calling your daughter. You think she hates you. You ain't speak to your son. You think he hates you. How many of y'all cry by yourselves? Y'all want to know what that energy is? It's not that you're a loser or whatever. You got to be accountable for whatever you did or didn't do. But it's just the energy of the world, bro, the way we deal with each other. Everybody deals with each other with persecution. Everybody gets persecuted. When the kids hate you, they persecute you. When you upset with the mom, you persecute her. When she's upset with you, she persecutes you. When you want to go and try to figure your life out and you get away from everybody, you get persecuted. Where's the fucking love? And then y'all wonder why people are hating and why people are jealous. What other way can they be? Yeah. When everything's getting thrown in their face and they getting forgot about, people getting forgot about. When people get forgot about and there's no love around them, they're going to start hating. That's just common sense. You can't throw shit diapers in the corner of your room and have the rest of your room clean and stay, well, what the fuck is that smell? It's them fucking diapers in the corner that you keep forgetting about. And it's going to spread. Because everybody's scared to love. Because we done been hurt. We loved and got hurt. This is why our lessons teach us that the white Caucasian man is the colored man. The one who is diluted, mixed, and tampered with. The black man is the original being. It's a fact. It's a fact. Our color is carbon, which used to really be almost like green. We used to kind of almost be green. When we get mad, man, we don't turn red. And that's crazy. You want to know what's crazy? That you say the word black was changed around 1492. Because what year was it that Christopher Columbus, so-called, came to America? So that's around the time when they was changing books and, you know, this building is mine, founded in, you know what I'm saying? All that bullshit these niggas was doing, bro. And we was taught that they were heroes. This is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. We was taught that these people were heroes, bro. I went to Christopher Columbus Elementary School. Do you understand what I went to Christopher Columbus Elementary School when we started to be like, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We used to have to say that shit every morning. Pledge of allegiance, nigga. Think about it. What did Hitler have his people doing? Putting their hands up like this. Pledging, bro. Niggas had us pledging as kids, bro. Pledging to these folks, bro. Why do you think they stopped doing it? Then the niggas came out with the dairy system. Why do you think we was all getting sick? Niggas told us that the food pyramid was milk, eggs, cheese, and fish. And poultry and chicken. What the fuck? They give us like 6 things on the food pyramid. They ain't put no jackfruit, no veggies, no nothing, bro. They said milk, dairy, poultry. Like, come on, bro. Y'all don't get it, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. They programmed us, bro. They programmed people to be in a room for 8 hours so you don't question nothing. Right now, there's somebody you think, and mind you, this is not I'm not down to nobody. But your worth to a being is endless. You can't really put a number on a being. You got to kind of come up with it. They make money. They got money. They make the fucking money. And they telling people, yo, $10, bro. $80 a day, bro. For your life. You could die tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow's not promised. This is what people don't really understand. See, they made us like become desensitized to life to where people don't even like understand how much of a blessing it is to wake up every fucking day and how you're supposed to live every day like it's your last, because today is the present. I can sit here and tell you what I want to do in the future, but then the next day is just going to be the present. It's just going to be the now. What I see in the future is going to always be the now, because it's going to be that day that I walk into whatever I thought that I saw or whatever I saw in my mind. So all you have is the now. I used to be nice in football. You think nobody give a fuck about my kick returns no more? That shit happened in the past, bro. All people care about is the now. I'm an artist. That's all people know. People don't really remember Lowell Robinson, the football player. That's what you call a pastime. And I totally understand that. It's called a pastime. That time has fucking passed. It's about creating and resurrecting yourself. This is why you got to always grow. Always grow. I'm always growing. I'm always around young life, learning from these young kings and queens, not being ignorant, soaking up game, not thinking I know everything. Because I know some of these kids, everybody has different information. I will never get caught being ignorant, because I know some older dudes that I know who's ignorant. And it really did them a disservice. You can learn from anybody, bro. Some people be more profound with knowledge. Some people have a little bit more knowledge than others. Some people may have a little. I take everything from everybody. Got something, bro. Everybody's unique in their own way. And when people humble themselves and become more like that, that's when life also becomes a little bit more funner, because now you're not blocking any blessings because you're not being ignorant. The key word in ignorant is ignore. People be ignoring shit. They be ignoring. You be having cousins and people who's doing businesses and people who are doing special things, and you'll ignore it. There's a reason why some people aren't around special moments. Like, you ever notice, like, yo, bro, like for me, right? I'm always around historic moments. I got a lot of famous friends. Now, I'm not bragging or nothing like that. What I'm saying is, it's because I attract a lot of like special moments. I'm always a part of history or something. I attract it for some reason, because I believe in that shit. I believe in people. I believe in beings. So I'm always around beings who are always creating something from the mud. I'm always around something special. And I had to notice, I'm like, why? And it's because I'm not a hater. See, when you're not a hater, you're going to be around some glory. You're going to always find yourself around. But when you're a hater, you're going to keep hating, because you're not going to be around shit. You hating. When you hating, you're around other haters. And y'all sit there and y'all hate, and y'all get stuck in that universe. Like, I don't think a lot of people see the reason why I'm giving this knowledge out is for the haters. Because a lot of haters wasn't taught this knowledge. If they was taught this knowledge, they wouldn't hate. I'm telling you, they wouldn't. If people was telling people like, yo, when you hate, you block your blessings and you're not going to move forward in life and nothing good is going to happen to you, I'm sure people would stop doing it. No one is telling them this. No one's putting them on. You can't hate and expect to flourish in life. That's like, the universe don't budge like that. Just show love, man. Especially if you know you really got it in you. If you're a person right now, you feel down and out, you're like, yo, nobody fuck with me. That's your perception, man. I put money, man. You start showing some love organically, man. Shit gonna change for you. And then you can build from that. You can always build with love. Because with love comes understanding. Now somebody wants to hear your story. Now someone wants to understand what's going through. Now someone's like, you know what? I'll help you. You know what, brother? You know what, sister? You know what? But when you on that negative shit, you just block everything. But let's get into some music, man. I gotta play some vibrant shit. I'm gonna play some vibrant shit real quick while I roll up.
Yeah. Yo, Fears, it's crazy how we met, my nigga. Like, niggas was on Twitter bullshitting. Kept seeing you work and kept seeing people retweeting your shit. I just started to become a little bit more curious and shit, man. I inboxed you, man. And from there, we just developed a friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like a brotherhood. From Chicago, Memphis, man, you've been traveling, you've been ripping and running, you've been working hard. This moonlight shining on a nigga, what the future holds. Everybody trying to make a move and it's like do the road. My daughter here, so now a nigga hustle in a different mode. Express yourself and understand that time is just a give and go. I just try to be mindful, it's not a bonded theory. Any vibes I seem to regret, you never find them near me. I love cups on top of the chucks, cause I don't rock a Mary. Shady got me driving the truck, and the guts is cherry. I done traveled the world, I promise I've been around. I learned to conquer my problems and deal with bitter clowns who copycat and moan in their verses and make them silly sounds. I just try to stay righteous and hold my city down. Life is just a blessing that we each can experience. Secrets that was told about defeat, they was fearing us. Life is just a blessing that we each can experience. Secrets that was told about defeat,
7-1, yo, look, we pop champagne to celebrate the small wins. Straight from the bottle, not a drop for my false friends. I never had a op, it was miscommunication from your brain to the bloodstream. Turn hallucination when the love scene. Hurt without a face, then we suffer. Joy turned to pain, and the pain had no color. My distant lover, so far away. Music put me in a safe place. My comrades relate, now it's day to day. I speak past the hate, it's irrelevant. Insult my intelligence is taught through my melanin. I'm off on a tangent, it's poison in the medicine to make the mind think that the pain leave while it's settling. I bet on strength when I calculate the years to win. Life is a moment in itself, an experience, yeah.
I appreciate you. You know, so dope, man. I really had fun making this album. I wrote, and the Furious to tell you, I wrote this album really quickly, but it was because of the beat aesthetic. Like his beats, he caters to the artist. So he catered each beat for me. He gave me 6 beats. And, you know, I got about 4 of them mixed, 2 more songs left. And I'm gonna just drop it. I gotta drop it. It's nice and mixed and mastered. It's ready to go. I'm gonna have a listening party. You know, we're gonna do it right. You know what I'm saying? And for it to be, you know, 6 songs. Stick, what up, King? Happy birthday, man. Happy belated, bro. Happy belated, family. And for it to be you know, just a nice little 6 songs. It was just something that we wanted to do, a nice little EP, you know what I mean? But it came together dope. I'm actually about to play a couple songs from it while I got y'all here. Let's go.
Yeah. Kill Ali, I around. Furious Styles. Yeah. Mama always told me number one. I never asked to live in darkness, swim with dolphins. Never needed goggles, cause my senses always blend with sorrow. Lied about the time, so today can really be tomorrow. Gotta trust that feeling in your gut, that talking Germo Charlo. Different type of water that we drinking when we out in Cabo. Seen a couple people steal my movements, let them steal and borrow. I'm ahead, cause everything organic, and these niggas move when Simon said. So I became a student. Do you know how many times I bled? Vampires who wither from beneath, I just stand higher. Scanning all these demons who seek, I just stand by them, fill them out, applying all the pressure that'll send them south. It really counts when all your table eating, talking big amounts.
Mama always told me clear my head.
Clear your head, keep on going, nigga.
And be about my business, chase my bread.
Keep on going, nigga. Watch when you sleep. The snakes is really silent. They be smiling, they watching you eat. And I don't want no problems, but I promise it's not what you need. I never been the flashy, please be careful, it's not what you need. I travel across the world and landed safely, I'm not gonna sink.
Floating like a message in a Corona bottle. I know survival, so please hold your bravo. Being a dope phenomenal. Flattered by no hoes to model. Added like there's no tomorrow. Gradually I've grown up, cracked the code like it was a cold Moscato. Was dashing towards the dough, but now my passion is what I chose to follow. Clasp up on the gold bottle, look snazzy like an El Dorado. Sat up in the Bellagio with the baddest, she look like Nel Furtado. Cats calling me El Gustavo, happy if I fell Bernardo. I be to myself a lot, but in my noggin like the 12 apostles. Niggas try to derail my rise, realize that I'm the real Apollo. Not Creed, the god of music. In the sun I move at Mach speed, but still a bop to the Akis for a chopped cheese. You not me, me that.
Mama always told me don't be scared.
You got a problem, you better face it, nigga.
To follow what your heart really holds dear.
You got a talent, you don't waste it, nigga. Right. And that's the role. Established more than average without the plaques to show. I was steadily extracting all that data that I had to know. To have my folks living in a palace on top of grassy knolls. And that be goals. It's forever gonna be that until the casket closed.
Yeah, that was me and Bo Gussis. So what I've been doing is, right, when I get like new producers, but he's not really new. You know, Furious is my guy. Bo Gussis is from Buffalo. Bo Gussis is a legend. So I like to grab the dudes who be moving and ripping and already develop a big name wherever they're from. I like to branch them out and let's go do some albums in different spots. Let's go do some albums with different producers so we could cross brand. You know what I mean? So I knew Bo Gussis was going to tear that beat up. I knew Wine Next was going to tear that beat up. You know what I'm saying? So that's they part of the album. I got them too. And I got my boy Mizark. My boy Mizark, he's from Buffalo too. He's an artist who been rapping for a minute, had to take a little bit of time off. He runs his own business. He's a chef, crazy lyricist, and you know, just a dope dude. And I wanted to give him an opportunity to present his lyrics for a German crowd. You know what I mean? For the people out there and let them get used to him. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play one more song though. And this is actually from a German producer named Yesh the Great. Black man, German dude out there. And me and him, I was actually working on his project and Furious Styles project at the same time. So me and Yesh project is like, we like in the midpoint of it, maybe 3-4 songs in. I'm doing like another 7-song banger. But this is one of the songs from the album. This is all like shit that I don't even know when this shit gonna come out. But while I got you here, you know, I'll just play it. Droid, you know I'm gonna play our shit next.
I'm from the belly of the beast, there is no wasting time. Everybody being greedy for them dollar signs. I'm just running to the finish line. I'm just running to the finish line. I'm from the belly of the beast and there's no wasting time. Everybody being greedy for them dollar signs. I'm just running to the finish line. I'm just running to the finish line.
Be up off it, part of my vision. Lately I see you talking. You know I barely touch the city, I don't see you often. You know I barely share my feelings, keep them in the coffin. Cause when the end,
you know I gotta get you up here, man, whenever you ready. Might as well be soon.
You
got that new music that's out.
Fly the shady just to vibe and go and see the dolphins.
I see my reflection, I feel like life is great. I had to crush my ego like a bottle of the finest grapes. Resurrect your story and align it while you find your place. Bring the flows to water through the rocks, it got the finest taste. Stare into the liquid.
You gas my shit up, it's over.
To find your face. I used to get a Kia boy, dancing on the side of the states. Had to change my pattern up. Hungry ribs was on the gate. Had to change my pattern up. Had to really beat my case.
I'm from the belly of the beast, there is no wasting time. Everybody being greedy for them dollar signs. I'm just running to the finish line. I'm just running to the finish line.
Okay, I'm gonna call you. I know what I gotta do with the Virgo. I gotta call you.
No
I know.
time. Everybody being greedy for them dollar signs.
I'm gonna play when I get off this bitch.
I'm just running to the finish line.
I'm about to play on track though.
I'm just running to the finish line.
I played the moon, but was no fool. You know we raised the sun. I am the Christ, loving better while y'all wait to come. From a trance that got you paralyzed and speaking tongues. I'm flying out to Cali, gotta treat my lungs.
I fly to Cali, I gotta treat my lungs. Everybody's the baddest until they see the sun. I'm fighting the battle, I'm trying to be the one. I'm fighting the battle, I'm trying to be the one.
Yeah, I've been fucking around. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, like you know, now you know what it was, bro. I've been just grinding, bro. That's all. I've been trying to I've just been getting my money up. Truthfully, that's all it is. Because you know what it is. I know when I start making a lot of music, I know a lot of shit got to get mixed. You know, I got some shows booked. You know, videos got to be shot. So then what I'll do is I'll be like, you know what? I'll kind of go off grid for like 2-3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of, and I'll get in the little zone where I just kind of just need to, you know, get my shit together so I could, you know, make sure everything executes and shit because, you know, like you said, you know, you sit on them songs and, you know, everything costs, man. And you know how that shit be. And for a run, I got a listening party. I'm having a get together for my birthday on the 15th. You know what I'm saying? You know, you more than just around the corner from you. I'm gonna have some performances, live band gonna be there. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get everything together. So, you know, I'm doing like a fucking million things, but it's lit. Facts. Oh, yeah, it's lit. Bro, I got somebody for that other joint, Snakes in the Grass. I got to come over there anyway because I got to get some joints mixed. You know, we got to shoot the video for 2 ways. That's going to be fun. I just wanted to get a little bit more hotter. I just got to sit down with you. You know what it is? My problem is I be like, having everything in my head and I got to start sharing it with people. So that way, you know, it's like maybe just tap in with people maybe once or twice a week and just kind of let them know what I'm doing. Cause I think more than likely, if I just kind of spoke to people a little bit more, it would just kind of, they will understand. But like a lot of times I just, like you said, I be going ghost for a little bit and, you know, doing whatever I think I'm doing. But at the same time, other people don't know what I'm doing. And that kind of go against the purpose really for real. You know what I'm saying? Then when my energy is up, I be wanting to call people and then I expect people to move when I want them to move. That's what I'm saying. I gotta stop that shit. That's like delusional. So that's why I be blaming me. I'm one of them accountable niggas who get better as time go. Like, you know how some people like they just can't get right. I'm not one of them niggas. Like I'll make a couple mistakes here and there, but I kind of like I adjust as I go because I kind of see what it does and the reaction that it has to people across from me. You know what I'm saying? So like I'll learn, especially if somebody tell me like, yo, man, yo, I don't appreciate you saying you're gonna do this and da. Like I appreciate honest people, and I just be like, yo, I ain't gonna do that shit no more. I be caught up. I'm trying to find our shit. Hold on. Where the fuck? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me just go down here. Here we go. I swear, he would definitely, yo, I could probably get that nigga too, bro. I could I know mad people who know him. Like, I'm like kind of like faking a loop with him, bro, with the mother. But we gonna turn up though, y'all. This is me and Droid. My guy right there, Droid did that. Check him out, please, real quick. Matter of fact, before I even play the song, check Droid out. Everybody on Instagram, everybody who's watching this, everybody who's tuned in, go follow him. Go check his page out real quick. You got to understand what's going on. Y'all know I'm Mount Vernon's own. I live in Buffalo. But I want y'all to understand the type of caliber of artists that I'm working with. You know, you got to pay homage a little. You got to pay homage sometime. You know what I'm saying? I was very fortunate to align with him, do some business with him. He's a business guy, but he'll work with you. I mean, got a couple of hooks. We got some songs coming out. This song is out on all platforms. Video is coming soon. This is just showing people that I can make a real aesthetic of music, a different aesthetic of music. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I'm having fun with it. And now this year is bringing everything together, putting the faces with the music, everybody coming together. So it's really like a whole buildup. But without further ado, this is Two Ways with me and Droid, produced by Spunk Bigger. The pressure's on.
Pride kept me locked in a box I never could get out. Love helped me with riddles inside. I had to red out, feelings bulging inside. Positive intentions, I peeped the word of the wise. Collided all my visions, I need a piece of the pie. Love burning, I see it all in your eyes. Mixed the empathy with knowledge, I let them know that you tried. This the unconditional love in spite of all that you hide. Manifest your sun and leave it all in the sky. Do the extra work, it means we align it all in the mind. Raising both our frequency, really taking the time, really seeing the signs. Universal pictures, I really paint in my rhyme. That is
2 ways I can play this game. 'Cause girl, I know the choice I have to choose ain't fair. Because it's 2 ways I can play this game. 'Cause girl, I know making these sudden moves, I'll do what I gotta
1,000 miles
do.
of running, perfect person to expand my lonely. Cocaine stench, reading words so powerful to hold me. Countable for vibes, who scared to fly, so only God that flown me. Military minded, never blinded, I can smell the phony. People focus on the bad until the angels chose me. Feeling like a bull who's melancholy cause the peasants roll me. Mind mended, meaningful remorse. I know the pack don't know me. Evil thoughts combated from the pure. You can tell I'm guarded. Jealousy reflected in the actions. You can tell who parted ways. I ain't sleep for days. Now devil, what you think you started? Plays, I think in different ways. The battle all is different karma. Life is just a beach with fake sun. Feeling like a sauna.
2 ways I can play this game.
Put on the shirt. Life is just a beach with fake sun. Feeling like a sauna.
Because it's 2 ways I can play this game. 'Cause girl, I know making these sudden moves, I'll do what I gotta do.
He sudden moves, I'll do it, I gotta do. That boy is the hook god, bro. I'm telling you. Mad music, real music. I'm dropping another song. I'm dropping Paper Up on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Dropping Paper Up on my birthday. I got mad shit, man. I got this song that's out right now.
The answer is
I'm not gonna play the whole song.
That's speculative.
I could really sit here
what
all
it
day
does
and
make
just
very
play
clear is
mad
that the
different
entire
vibes
cosmos was created for the drama of redemption, as Calvin said. The cosmos is a theater of God's redemption, of what would take place here in order to save sinful humanity. So we have no reason to believe there's any other story out there. There's nothing in Scripture that says there can't be some form of life somewhere. But what we are told is that the cosmos was created in order that on this planet, Jesus Christ in space and time and history would come to save sinful humanity.
Hey yo, L, favorite hustler. Just because these niggas never knew I pitched. Crucifix, got away from kings who tend to ruin bricks. Hit the table, gotta back that work, we talking 2 to 6. I'm line kings who travel through the desert like a moving fist. Eat clean, the temple is a valley with a pathway that represents emotions from the people that we truly miss. Betrayal from a person you help, watching they motor switch. My gun Moses, bullets surf your waves until your ocean split.
We're gonna leave that, man. Like I got so much, like, I mean, I purposely go in the studio. I'll do some boom bap. You know, I do my boom bap batch. You know, I always got my boom bap batch that I make for my hip hop fans. Then I'll go, you know, I do my R&B shit. You know, I always got Joy. I can always go to the studio with him, lock in. I got a couple R&B folks that I mess with. I got a new singer that I'm rocking with too from DC. Me and her just got a line. Her voice is crazy, right? So then I'll do that. And then I'll do like my mainstream shit. I'll do like, you know, certain shit that kind of, you know, like I'll try to make my little Grammy type music, you know. I'll try to like, you know, tap in, you know, and just have fun with it and just build up my catalog and just get better as I go. So you get to a point where you're just undeniable. You're undeniable. You're putting out beautiful music. The merch is going. Everything is going. And you just keep going. Just got to keep going. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how it is. And then, you know, playing other people's music, showing love. You know, I'm real big on that. And because I'm a fan of the music first. I was a fan for a lot of years before I actually became an artist. So I'm not going to lose that edge. I'm not going to lose that vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody tuning in. We at like exactly 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to, you know, enjoy this day, get to making some music. I got some features, some paid features. You know, for all the people who want to do features, artists, you know what I'm saying? I work like this, man. If you on my level, as far as like, you know, you got fans and you moving and grooving and you're very active and our music makes sense, it's not gonna make sense for me to charge you. So we just create a relationship and we just cook up something beautiful. You jump on one of my projects, I jump on one of your projects, and we cross brand. I got fans, you got fans. If you're a person and you know you ain't really got too many fans and you know that, you know, you may feel that I may be a little slight level up for you. You know what I mean? The way I market, you may like the energy I got. I'm going to charge you, but I'm not going to charge your arm and a leg. I'm not trying to get over on nobody. I'm not trying to, you know, stick my nose in the air. Right now, where I'm at as an artist, everything counts. You know what I mean? So I'll work with you, you know, depending on you, like I'll work with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I mean? We'll talk, but just hit me up. But I'm definitely not going to give you a free version. If I don't know you, and if you know in your heart, like you don't really got too much fans that help me with the process, then that means I'm going to have to come out my pocket. And that's why I charge. Because if you don't got no fans, I'm going to have to pay for marketing because I'm going to have to shoot the song out to new fans. So at the end of the day, it's more so I'm going to end up having to put in mad extra work just to work with you when I don't really have to work with you. I could just continue working with other artists who got movements, who's doing what I'm doing. And I could just stay right there. And everything is easy and fluent because everybody who's on my level, we all move similar. So that's why I charge. And people don't understand. So I feel like, well, shit, you shouldn't be working. If you don't really feel like I'm good enough for $250 and up, $300, $500, or whatever it is I decide to, you know what I mean, then, you know, take the long way. I see you at the top. Word up. But I love y'all. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Please share the movement. You know, please share it, tag your friends. You know what I mean? Like, help this shit go where it need to go, man, because this is for us. You know what I'm saying? And my partner, this is just my Skywalker hour. You know, me and my partner, Bleak, we got a lot of beautiful. He the one that got that he went and got the sponsorships and all the dynamics and stuff like that. So me and him got something real special. We just taking our time with what me and him were creating. You know, he does his podcast by himself because he's been doing it. And then I do the Skywalker because I've been doing it. But what me and him are doing together is really special. We're taking our time with it. We're getting all our clients lined up, all our guests, and everything is just getting together. So, you know, we don't want to confuse nobody. I know some people hit me up like, yo, you're not working together no more. I was like, no. He always kind of had his joint that he did every day. I already had my drink that I was doing every day. But what me and him got together is something different. So we have Out the Frame, which is Out the Frame. That's the brand, you know. And then you have Out the Frame Bleak when he's doing his own shit, still part of the brand. And then you have Out the Frame, the Skywalker Hour. And then you have Out the Frame, me and him together. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how, you know, getting everything together. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. I love y'all. Thank you. And I will see y'all soon. I'm going to play a song to leave y'all out, though. Love y'all.
Furious Styles.
I was hovering the land, I made the devil wait. When I was walking out of hell, I seen the devil's face. I got the power from the gods, I made him levitate. I got the power from the gods. I was hovering the land, I made the devil wait. When I was walking out of hell, I seen the devil's face. I got the power from the gods, I made him levitate. I got the power from the gods. I see shit in my dreams, I be warning niggas before it happened. The ego of a fool who be lying, but never fought for scraps. Crazy situations, almost dying, man, I've been there. King rings blown, seen it flying in the thin air. Came up out that gutter, they so butter, still they hate they wife. 40 with no options, still the youngest think it's great advice. To run around the city with them dummies, living lowest life. Voices out the TV, swear to God, my hood is poltergeist. As I'm walking through the darkness, I will fear no evil. Still cerebral, zombies want that poison for them little needles. Death will leave you in a place of darkness where they barely see you. Cause they really trying to keep you. Yeah.
Furious Styles.
I was hovering the land, I made the devil wait. When I was walking out of hell, I seen the devil's face. I got the power from the gods, I made him levitate. I got the power from the gods. I was hovering the land, I made the devil wait. When I was walking out of hell, I seen the devil's face. I got the power from the gods, I made him levitate. I got the power from the gods. I see shit in my dreams, I be warning niggas before it happened. The ego of a fool who be lying, but never fought for scraps. Crazy situations, almost dying, man, I've been there. King rings blown, seen it flying in the thin air. Came up out that gutter, they so butter, still they hate they wife. 40 with no options, still the youngest think it's great advice. To run around the city with them dummies, living lowest life. Voices out the TV, swear to God, my hood is poltergeist. As I'm walking through the darkness, I will fear no evil. Still cerebral, zombies want that poison for them little needles. Death will leave you in a place of darkness where they barely see you. Cause they really trying to keep you. Yeah.